Hey everybody, just wanted to stop in and make a quick video. Um, I haven't talked to y'all since last Friday. It's Friday again. Um, Happy weekend. Um, since I talked to y'all last, actually right after the video I made last Friday, I went, Angie had found me a dietitian to go see. She had a cancellation, so I drove over to neighboring town and met with her. Her name's Holly, a very nice lady. Um, Went over a lot of things, learned a lot actually about what I was doing as far as um, what I was doing as far as um, my diet, you know, um, and what I was doing incorrectly, which was probably leading to my failing, and so on and so forth. And I'll get into that in a second, what she told me. Then I had my endoscopy and colonoscopy Monday, um, and uh, and then a terrible week of eating. Really, it's just a terrible week. It's been a bad week, um, and so actually that's why I wanted to make the video this morning. I really just I'm not in a good mood, and well, I mean I say that I'm kind of always in a good mood. I don't really get in a bad mood too often, but um, it's it's hard. It's, I don't I just don't envy people that really have trouble quitting stuff, and I'm getting to the point where I realize that I do have an issue with eating, and I don't like it. I don't like admitting it, and I don't like that I have an issue with it. So I can't guarantee that. I don't know. I have a feeling that I'll find out in the near future because I'm gonna have to um, see her more often, the dietitian. I'm gonna have to see, which is good. I think it's actually a good thing. I'm glad that I went and saw her because her explaining a few things to me kind of opened my eyes to um, uh, just here. Let me back up a second. So, in my mind, for the first 40 years of my life, I could just eat, and that's my relationship with food. That's as simple and as dumb as that sounds. That's it, and that's about as far as my knowledge goes. Well, outside of cooking and preparing meals, obviously I'm a fairly good cook, so I can do that. But as far as what you should or should not eat, or how it even works in your system, or how foods combine, or how calories and carbs and all that works together, nah, I didn't have any knowledge of that. So now that information is all coming in at the same time. So um, it's a little much to process. But even with all that, I'm failing because I have to eat too much, and I gotta get a grip on that, or that this isn't gonna work. So anyway, so the meeting with Holly. She's actually a lot of fun. I actually feel bad. I told Angie. I said I feel bad that I made a crack in my last video about a about a hottie female dietitian or nutritionist. So, not that she's not attractive. It's just she's such a nice person and a normal she's not like a doctor ish person. She's it's almost like we knew each other. I mean, she's that kind of like a really good counselor. I would kind of describe her. Anyway, she asked me what Dr. Now told me, and it seems that I was taking what he said a little to the extreme. Like he said, try to eat low carbs, try to eat more proteins. I took that to mean don't eat any carbs. She told me that's pretty impossible, and actually not recommended. You shouldn't eat zero carbs. I mean, people that do that, it's really hard, and there's no need for it. It's not necessary. I mean, she said if you eat balanced carbs throughout your day, and the percentage is lower than a certain amount of proteins and a certain amount of other, you know, calories, then you're okay. It's actually very good. It's a balanced diet. That's what you want. So she kind of drew me out a plan, and one thing we did go over was support groups. This came up with Dr. Now, and it came up with her. She thinks with my personality and excuse me, um, and just and what this whole process. She thinks I would really benefit from support groups, and I'm hoping so because I'm really really falling off the wagon and I can't get back on, which is not what we want. Um, so those things we went over, and I visited with her for about an hour, and then I don't know if you've all heard of MyFitnessPal. I think it's called. It's an app. I actually tried to use it a couple of times before in the past when I dieted. Um, she wanted to be my fitness pal. Like so what I do is every day when I uh, take down these I take down everything I eat and I can log it and then I send it to her, so she knows what I'm taking in. So I thought that was cool. I was embarrassed to send her what I ate this week, which I will be sending her today, but I just it's just the way it is, and so I'll send that to her today, and that way she knows what I'm, obviously what my cravings are and what I'm going through, and and how I'm coping with whatever I'm coping with, and it could be just a mixture of things. So I left her office, and then I went out and had a fairly big meal Friday night because I couldn't eat this weekend really, because I had that endoscopy and colonoscopy Monday. So if you've never had one of those, you can't really eat before. You have to like drink water and juice and eat Jello, and then drink this god awful liquid to empty out your system. So I did that this weekend. So obviously, when I came out of anesthesia on um, Monday, I was hungry. I mean, immediately. So I ate. I ate a lot Monday as soon as I came out, all day. So Tuesday, I get up with the intentions of starting, what she had kind of planned out for me, and I was fine. You know, I had coffee and some fruit for breakfast and a sensible lunch, and then somewhere between lunch and dinner, I veered off the path and had two suppers and a snack, and it just, anyway. And I know it's about self-control. Obviously, I know that, but it's just, I'm just struggling with how much I feel like I have to, and I don't remember feeling that way. Maybe because I'm conscious of it now. I don't know. Like I said, I have a lot more appointments and other, these visits, and hopefully I'll get to these therapy groups and and we'll get these things looked at. And where I'm at right now, you know, like I said, I'm kind of just not really in a bad mood, just kind of kind of a funk this morning, and it's rainy, it's cloudy, and I don't really get that way too often. I'm pretty much a happy-go-lucky person. So, and my birthday's tomorrow. Most of you know this. Turning 40. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. I don't think about it too much. Birthday to me is really just another day. So I don't really, I don't think about it too much. But it could be a combination of those things. But the biggest problem I'm having is I'm a competitive person. And in this instance, I'm competing with myself and my ability to do something. People tell me overcoming the smoking thing and quitting after 20 years is this huge accomplishment. And to be honest, it doesn't faze me. To me, it's pointless. I don't even think about it. It was too easy because I'm failing at the food thing. And that's where I'm at. The competitive, I'm not super competitive, but I'm competitive. So my brain is telling me that I've, why can't you do this? You quit smoking easily. Why are you eating cereal at 10:30 at night? Why are you, why do you have to stop and get 2 burritos on the way home or whatever, whatever the for instance there is. That's where I'm at right now. I can't stand losing, especially to myself. And it's still not enough to make me stop it. So that's what I'm kind of battling right now. But I'm hoping that these support groups, and I have to find the right ones. She told me to go to multiple ones if I want to. I just have to find the ones where they work for me. Where I can talk to people either in similar circumstances or ones that are dieting or whatever. She just wants me to talk to other people that are dealing with similar issues. She thinks it'll definitely help. So, and by the way, I think she was a big fan of what I'm doing here. So thank you guys for listening to me. And I appreciate listening to me rant. I apologize. I'm not trying to bring anybody down. That's why I'm smiling. So I do thank you all for the support, and I thank you for listening, and I hope you have a good weekend wherever you're at. I know that as we always do for my birthday, we're going to Fogo de Chao. If you're not familiar with it, it is a Brazilian style trissicaria, which is it's meat. That's all you need to know. So I will not be inhaling a lot of carbs tomorrow. It will be meat. So I can tell my doctors that I kept it at low carb on Saturday. So, and then I'm going to a crawfish boil at a friend of mine's house in the afternoon. So, so not to worry about a lot of carbs there either, except maybe a couple beers, to wash down the crawfish. So we'll do that tomorrow. So, and my coworker's here, so I gotta let y'all go. Until next time, thanks.